A disappointing day one, but right now, as we do this interview, East Carolina up 5-0 on Southern Miss, so the door's still open for your ball club today.
Oh, there's no doubt. You know, we faced one of the hottest pitchers in the league yesterday, and he pitched that way. He beat us twice in 5 days, and he's 10-0 for a reason. So that was a tough day, and this does a great job now. That's the thing about baseball. Is every day the game's different because of who's on the mound, and so you know that's new life for our guys. If East Carolina can hold on here, our guys have a chance, and we've been a pretty resilient team all year. We battled back after a lot of Friday night losses and come back and played well Saturday. Every day's a new day.
Well, we talk about the East Carolina game, and regardless of the outcome, you still have a lot to play for. Either you're going to be playing for still a chance to stay alive in the tournament, or a chance to finish 500 and be an even team this year.
No doubt, and that was, you know, you never want to set a 500 record as a standard of excellence, but it's a step in the right direction for the program. And, you know, take a group of young guys basically 2 years ago, and then a bunch of them are still young now because they've missed a year with injuries or whatever, and they battled through and had a nice year. It'd be nice to cap this off with 2 wins here Thursday and Friday.
Well, Coach, going back to yesterday, I know a disappointing loss, but you did get a couple runs in the night, did get a little momentum coming back. Mark Ashley may be the unsung hero of this whole tournament. If we come back and win the next 2 and get to Saturday, it was his 4 and a third innings of relief that saved your bullpen for the next 2 days.
No doubt, and you know Mark's the kind of guy that can come back and be ready to go for Saturday too. He's throwing very well down the stretch. He has figured out the way to use his fastball, and you know his weapons are his changeup and his breaking ball, but he's using those to set his fastball up and keeping a lot of hitters off balance. So you know the changeups are very effective pitching college baseball at the level. Mark's always had a good one. Now he's got some fastball command to go with it. So that was huge for him. We kept some of our other bullpen guys out of the game. Like you said, made a nice run late, scored a few runs, and that's always important late in the game.
Very unusual day at Cougar Field. Usually when it plays as big as Rice and down at UCF, done a lot of home runs, especially out to right field, but 4 home runs in the game, 3 were to right field. Very unusual today, and they've already got 2 home runs in the game prior to us. So the ball, it's kind of weird flying out of Cougar Field this week.
It's flying out. You know, Marshall hit 2 or 3 last night late in the game when they rallied and scored their 7 runs. The ball's getting out of here unlike I've seen before, and it's always kind of carried to left. The left field's been kind of the force here. I saw a couple get out to right that you haven't seen very often. So the winds are blowing out. It's hot. The air is thick, and the balls are going to carry. So keeping the ball down and basically trying to become more of a ground ball staff is what we'll have to do. The changeup is going to be a weapon. We've got to turn double plays when we get opportunities, and I'm looking forward to seeing how our club handles it today.
Offensively, you got to get that running game going. When you've been able to run, you've been successful. When you got to play station to station, just not conducive to this club.
Yeah, it's important that we play in front and from the scoreboard. So we're facing somewhat of a velocity guy today, and a guy that likes to pitch off the fastball some. So you know that kind of opens the door that we can kind of start running. We got to get guys on at the right time, get the right guy at the plate, and let this offense get going like it has the second half.
Well, best thing about it is you've mentioned a couple times the team's lost several game ones this year and come back and win a series, winning games 2 and 3. You did it against this thundering Hurt team.
No doubt, and we've been pretty resilient, and there's enough youth on the team that they don't really get down. They're still enjoying playing college baseball. It's great to get in this field of 6, you know. And I was looking at things around the country, Jeff, and we're the only league in the top 7 RPI leagues that have only taken 6 teams to their tournament. And so getting here, there's a lot of 8-team tournaments going on around there. So good accomplishment, but you don't want to be satisfied with that. You want to figure out a way to get to Saturday, and it starts with the win today, and then we'll look at tomorrow.
This series was a high-scoring affair in Charleston at their minor league ballpark, especially the doubleheader on that Saturday afternoon. Both bullpens kind of got exposed. Theirs a little bit more than ours, but could be a high-scoring game both ways today.
Yeah, it really could be. You know, Ryan had a tough first inning up there, and then really the key to that Saturday sweep is the way he settled down and hung zeros after that and let us climb back in it. And that's what we'll look for him to do today. And you know, if he can do that and secure our bullpen and save some of our bullpen, then we can go into a Friday matchup with ECU with Brennan Martin on the mound and with our bullpen loaded. So Ryan's out today, really one of the big keys.
I guess do or die in the situation the next 2 days. There'll be a quick hook coming from the bullpen. If you get any kind of trouble, we got to make that change quick.
Yeah, we got to change looks when we can, and that's one of the things that this second half when we made this run, we've been able to kind of not give teams, especially in those midweek games. It doesn't, we haven't exposed our bullpen to too much. We've limited what we've asked them to do, and it's worked out well in their favor, in their advantage. So if we have to go, we'll go quick. We'll give offenses no chance to see a guy for a second time, and piece this thing together and just keep our offense rolling.
Ian Cade is starting for them. He's a guy that only goes about 5 innings to start, so you're going to have an opportunity to get out quick.
Yeah, he's a kind of a max effort, high velocity guy. They threw a lot of guys out of the bullpen last night against Houston. I think they end up using 4, 5, 6 guys, and so they'll be a little bit limited on what they do and how quick they want to do it. They made a run late, scored some runs late, and it actually caused them to go to a few more of their top guys in the pen. So our key is going to be to pitch count him and make him work hard for everything he gets, make our bats very competitive, and keep him out there in this heat as long as we can, elevate his pitch count, get our running game going.
Well, you mentioned the heat. It was hot yesterday, 11 o'clock. A lot of people came out for the 3 o'clock game yesterday, and it'll be hot. You're going to play in the heat of the day. It's a good thing you're the home team wearing all white.
All white's good, and the good thing about it is we've played in some hot stuff down the stretch here. We spent the last weekend of the season in Hattiesburg, so our guys are ready for it and they're excited to play.
Coach, we'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Jeff.
And Coach Daron Schoenrock back in 1 minute on the University of Memphis Radio, WUMR.